Omega Von in YouTube. I am on my blue line Brawler. So we're going to kill some giants. We're going to do 3 quests here. We're in Inith Waif, and we're going to be taking out some giants and some named giants. But before we do that, we'll get started with my rotations as a tank brawler. So I use defensive posture and metal shield. Now, what you need to know about metal shield is it's awesome for incoming damage reduction, but if I get hit successfully, I lose 2 metal. So that's something to remember. I am going to use Dexterous Hook, Low Strike, and Sinister Cross. Mostly I'm going to use Low Strike and Sinister Cross, and not in that order. Now, what's important about it is these are called setup abilities. So setups will give you a buff when you use a Metal Spender or Finisher ability. So Low Strike, if I use that right before I use a finisher, then I will get a substantial amount of power back. Sinister Cross here. When I hit this, I'm going to get 2 tiers of what they call an innate strength. Now, there are 3 innate strengths, which I'll explain that in a minute. So what I'm going to do is use Sinister Cross. Once this pops up, when I get enough metal over here, there will be this yellow kind of half ring that goes around my body, and that will let me know that I've maxed out my metal, which will be at 9. Also, you get bonus to incoming damage and negative incoming damage, and bonus to your damage output at every tier of this, from 6, from 1 to all the way to 9. So this is a taunt too. This is called Brash Invitation. There's a quick feint, which gives you evade and melee damage. There's another one, Come At Me. It has a little bit lower morale bubble than Brash Invitation. This is a taunt and a bubble. There's Get Serious, which is another buff. I throw hurl objects sometimes, but rarely. So I'll explain what the inner strengths are, or innate strengths. So if I use any of these abilities, say I use Sinister Strike, I'm going to get 2 tiers of the innate strength. If I use a heavy attack, which if you look here, it says skill type, melee, finisher, heavy. Heavy means I will get this ability here, innate strength, inner resilience, and that will give me automatically a 1.5% mitigation. Now, if I use a quick attack, which is right here, melee, finisher, quick, then I will get innate strength. No, quick is going to give me innate strength, intimidating presence, and that will give me a +5 to threat generated. Now, if I use a balanced one like Gut Punch, then that one will give me innate strength, deflecting technique, and that will give me a plus 2.5 parry chance, all the way up to 10. The mitigation here at 4 tier is 2.5, and the threat at tier 4 is 20%. So, depending on what type of finisher you do, you get an innate strength buff. I will also use Bracing Guard for heals. I will also use a Joy of Battle for heals. Ignore or Weathering Blows is another great damage reduction. And there is also All for One, which is another buff. Plant, which is another, creates a hotspot in your feet while standing there. You gain increased mitigation buff. Same thing here, and then this is an increased damage. All right. So we're gonna go destroy this clutch. There we go. And then this is gonna bring out a dragon. So Sinister Cross. I'm gonna get my mitigation buff. Get my mitigation buff again. Now, I'm gonna go for power here. Get my parry. Alright. Get my bubble back on. Alright. Okay. So that was an elite master. So the rotation I was doing there is low strike, sinister cross, strike towards the sky. Then low strike, sinister cross. But actually I did sinister cross again after that one real fast, and that gave me mighty upheaval. Then I'm using sinister strike, low strike, sinister strike in order to access my gut punch. And then by then, when my power was down, I actually did sinister strike, low strike, and I hit overhead smash, which also gives me parry, and it gave me back power. Now, so I will show you exactly how we do it. We'll go low strike, sinister, low strike, sinister. That was towards the sky. Low strike, sinister. That was mighty upheaval. Low strike. Big one. Now I'm going to go back, put my bubble on. Shake this off. And that one was, that's overhand smash. So we're going to do the same thing. Sinister. Sinister again, and get my heavies rolling. Get my power up, and go right back into the bubble. Now, I do have 2 bubbles, but I don't always use them, okay? So the other bubble is Come At Me, which I did use on the Elite Master. Now, this is going to be a 2-pull. One is going to be an Elite, and the other one is a Master. This is the first named one that we said we were going to come out here and get. There we go. Okay. I'm probably going to have to use my bracelet stuff, because things are not going as I planned. Alright. We're going to go for a heal here. Alright, first one's down. Now, let's get our mitigation back up. Let's get our bubble. The bleeds do not help me. Gut punch. That'll help out my parries. Get the bubble back up. That'll give me a 3% return every time I'm hit. Bubble. There we go. First one down. I do believe I need to go get another clutch over here. Now this next clutch is a nasty man. I will have to get out of the fire. He's going to put fire on the ground, and I cannot stand that. Alright. So we're going to change our rotation up just a smidgen here. It's around this rock here. We're going to actually throw in Dexterous Hook, too. And that one's going to give you plus 35% to skill damage. Alright, now this guy is nasty. There he is. Let's get all our mitigation. There he is. There's the ground. Get our bubble back up. Gotta get right out of that. Let's go for more power. Come at me. Stay out of the fire there. Alright. Now we're gonna go get more giants here. Hey! Aurora Ember, Megavonin, and thank you so much for the sub. That is awesome. All right, there we go. We got this guy. So yeah, we're gonna add in the Sinister Dexterity Strike when we can. Hook, Dexterity Hook. All right, let's remember where these guys are. Low Strike, Dexterity, boom. Now this is gonna go to mitigation up to 4. Luckily I get a knockdown. That's nice. Let's get our bubble back up. Get our power back. Okay, knock it off. And a bubble. And a bubble. Bubble, bubble, bubble. I need to see where this guy is. I mean, I guess I could have put some of them buffs on, those armor buffs. But I didn't feel like I was really in danger yet. Boom. Alright. Is it up here? There's gonna be a ruin up here too, I believe. Yeah. It's a thrower. Now this isn't even the pain. There's a guy who's at the end. He has a damage shield. I'm not sure how well I'm gonna do against that, but we'll see. So I'm just balancing mitigation with keeping my power up. And then trying to keep my shield up too. So it's pretty simple. If you see a blue arms like this go across my up above my head, that means I'm hitting the mitigation buffs. If you see a yellow with arms crossed like that, that means I'm hitting my parry buffs. And if you see an arm that's pointing down that's yellow, that means I'm hitting my generating threat. Let's see, which buff is what here? I feel like this is the one I want to go up. Oh, come back here, you. Gut punch. There we go. Yay! Okay. It has to be this one, right? This feels right. What's over there? This is it. Right? No. This is for the last guy. Alright, let's get on Pork Tyson. Come on, Pork Tyson. Yes, he is definitely over there. This is high home. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Looking for some ruins. No, see, this is the... This is not the way. Yeah, see, this is... What is this? Can I? Yeah. Okay, that's 2. The other one must be... Yeah, it has to be over one more. I went way too far. It's a thrower. Buff. Punch. Punch. Buff. Boom, look at that. It's a slaughter fest. Wait, I don't know if you can slaughter with your fists. Doesn't seem right. Okay, we gotta get up against the pillars here. Bump, 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 dun, 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 dun. I'm so very lost. Yes, I am. Da da da. I'm pretty sure this is not the way. Alright, let's go check out the smasher here. Oh, this is it. There's the wall there. I see it. Gonna get some mitigation up. Watch above my head right now. Blue. Next one. Yellow. Next one. Yellow. Blue. Should've went for the bubble. Alright. Oh yeah, we're getting up against the wall. This is perfect. This is exactly what it would be. Let's just take this guy out. Oh, he's a thrower! Now the reason I'm using all three what is it? It's Dexterous Hook. Okay, it's done. The reason I'm using all three is as the higher these metal over here stay, the more damage output I do, and a little bit less mitigation. Here's a guy. Alright, this is a name dude. Same thing, we're just gonna do what we do. Okay, I see. So when he stuns me, I'm gonna put a shield on. Put my bubble on. Get my power back up. I'm gonna do a big shield here. Oh, that should have interrupted him. Oh, okay. Bubble. He made me sleepy. You know what? I'm not gonna do anything about it. Because it was over, so I didn't care if he hit me. Alright, so there's going to be a pillar over here. That's our last ruin. Then we have 2 more Maniac Giants to kill. Now this guy, I can actually pull him. He is straight above me. If I get this close, see? I'm going to get over here. He has to come down to me. Now this guy can be a bit of a terror. He is going to have rage on him, and he's going to hit me pretty hard. You see the little knives or swords above his. Control. There we go. Yeah, he's gonna be a monster. Okay, so I'm gonna put my shield on. I need to just do low strike to get my power back. Watch my power. Got him. Yeah, that is an elite master. You know, kind of a pain. Now, this last guy is awful. He is an elite master, and he's gonna have a damage shield on. So the more damage I do, it's gonna return to me. This guy I hate. Not a fan of this guy. Yep, I got that, and then all I have is this last giant, who's an absolute lunatic. But I need 4 more giants for my deed to get to advanced, and then I'm going to try to finish that off too. Now, throwers throw rocks, head smashers do not. There you go, get that bubble back up. Okay, I'm actually going to shrug that one off. I punch hard. That's a head smasher. You can tell because they got a big ol' axe. Let's see if that thrower joins in. He's not going to. Good for him. Good for him. He didn't want to, trust me. Oh, okay. Alrighty. Haha. And the reason I'm kind of getting them quick is I keep my metal, which is above my sword there. I'm keeping that high by throwing in 3 setups. See, I should max it back out again. So yeah, when that yellow bracket goes around me, that means I've maxed out my metal. So that means I'm hitting at 15% or 18. What is it? It'll tell me here. I'm at 9 metal. I have plus 18 melee damage, and I'm pretty sure it's 10 of incoming damage. They don't show that because I'm not being hit. Get that bubble back up. Okay. Nice. So before we go into the last fight here, I'm going to... Because I think we're going to pull multiples here real fast. So that's not going to be great. So I'm going to go through the rotation. Okay? So I'm hitting Dexterity. Well, I'm actually using Brash Invitation first, which is decreases their attack speed. And it gives me a morale bubble. Then I'm using Dexterous Hook, Low Strike, and Sinister Cross. Why I'm using Sinister Cross is I get 2 of the innate strength buffs. Then I'm using Strike Skyward. Strike towards the sky. Now, this also does up to 3 targets, and it's a heavy attack finish, which is important. Heavy attack finish means I will get a tier of mitigation. But because I'm using Sinister Cross first, I'm actually going to get 2 tiers. Then I'm doing Dexterous Hook, Low Strike, and Sinister Cross again, and I'm finishing it with another heavy finish, which also has a 77% of knockdown, which you see that's when they take a knee. Now, this also is 3 targets. So these are my area effects, but I'm using both because by the time I finish these 2, I'm going to have my maxed out mitigation innate strength. Then I'm going to Dexterous Hook and Low Strike. Now, I stop at Low Strike because I'm going to use Gut Punch. Gut Punch gives me a balanced. But because I'm using Low Strike, I'm going to get a bunch of power back. That's a buff for that. Once I use Gut Punch, I'm going to get negative or plus 10% target incoming damage, so it increases the damage you're going to take, so a debuff. But also, because it's a balance, it's going to give me parry 1. So I will get an innate strength buff that gives me parry. Then I'm going to go through Dexterous Hook, Low Strike, and Sinister Cross. And then I'm going to use Overhand Smash because it's another balance one. And that'll give me 3 to my parry innate strength. By the way, before I even go through this rotation for the second or for the third time, I'm usually throwing Brash Invitation back on. Whenever Brash Invitation comes off, I throw it back on as much as I can. It has a 10-second cooldown. Ready? And then I'm going to hit it. Boom. Now, not always can I get it up because it comes off before I can use it. Like right now, I'm going to use it. I'm going to shrug that off. Going to go back to it. This should finish them. So I'm not even going to use my Brash Invitation. Boom. Get it off. What do we got here? See, there he is up there, the damage shield guy. Alright, let's take 2. My strength back. Let's shrug that off. I cannot. So I'm going to put a buff on. Brash Invitation again. And this time I'm going to throw a heal on. Alright, go through it again. Brash Invitation. Oh, let's do... I got another bubble I can use. Get my power back. I got a Brash Invitation I can use. So there you go. That was taking on 2 giants. So not that big a deal. Now this is it. This is the last guy. Let's see. Is that anything good I want? Heavy 424. Oh, yeah. Now, this is going to be it. This guy is an animal. 20,000. I have 2,000. I might wait for this to come back up. Yeah, because that's a nice one. I'm going to put metal back on. Because I got stunned. All right, let's get that back up, and then we're going to go rush. We're going to go bum rush this guy. Yeah. These are all buffs. Yeah. Okay. All right. We should get it back in time. Now, this is going to be rough. I'm going to do 9. All right. We're going to heal up. Going to get a bubble. Going to get a bubble again. And try to get our power back. Bubble. Whoo! All right, now that was pretty gross. So that is how I fight with my my brawler. So thank you everybody for watching.